It was crazy. Daily podcast, NFL draft. Yesterday was the NFL draft yesterday, and if y'all seen the CamJNetwork Daily Podcast NFL Draft Show. We went crazy debating, talking about Shedeur Sanders, everything yesterday. It was nasty work. It was crazy. So today came out with some news about Shedeur Sanders. This guy prank called Shedeur Sanders the other day while the draft was going on, and the NFL this morning came out and said that they were doing their investigation on the matter at hand of who prank called Shedeur Sanders during the NFL draft. Well, they ended up finding out who was the prank caller today. And the prank caller ended up being the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, Jeff Ulrich's son. So apparently,
Oh,
he
wow.
apparently with all the NFL players, they all have a cell phone, like a cell phone direct for all the NFL teams.
Right.
And
I remember
what they
Shedeur said that.
what they do is every teams will call that number when you about to get drafted or whatsoever.
Because remember, Shedeur said that he don't know how anyone would have had that number because only teams had that number. So I
Absolutely.
recall that, yes.
So the guy Jeff Ulrich, the son of Jeff Ulrich, he ended up getting, like, he got the list of numbers from his dad, and he got Shedeur's number, and he wrote Shedeur's number down. So then when he wrote Shedeur's number down, that's when he ended up, making the prank call and everything. And it was crazy. It was crazy because they ended up having a report talking about it earlier. And I'm gonna read something from it real quick from the statement. So, James Palmer was the first person that kind of reported this story, saying that the 21-year-old son of defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich from the Atlanta Falcons had unintentionally came across the draft contact phone number for Shedeur Sanders off of an open iPad while visiting his parents' home, and wrote the number down and later conduct the prank call. Jeff Obrecht was unaware. And then the son, Jack, his name is Jax Obrecht, by the way. Jax Obrecht, he comes out, makes a statement, said, on Friday night, I made a tremendous mistake. Shedeur, what I did was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. I'm so sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Then he tagged Shedeur Sanders' name.
So my question is, how old is this kid? Is this a kid or is this a grown ass man?
He's 21 years old.
So he's a grown ass
And
kid.
then
So he
the
knows.
Falcons, they ended up coming out with a statement as well, saying earlier in the week, Jax Obrecht, the 21-year-old son of defensive coordinator Jeff Obrecht, came across the draft contact number of Shedeur, and they said the Falcons doesn't condone this behavior, and they send their sincere apologies to Shedeur Sanders and his family, and they said they've been in contact with the NFL, and they will continue to cooperate fully with inquiries we may receive from the NFL league office. So,
I want to read this comment that Big Play Sports made. He said, "This is some crazy stuff, bro. You know how emotional the NFL draft is. To mess with someone's emotions and career like this is crazy and childish, especially for a 21-year-old. This also hurts the name of his father, and he had nothing to do with it. I 1000% agree with that. I feel like when he said that he apologized and that it was childish on his behalf and things like that, he's a grown ass man. So it's inexcusable. If I was Shedeur, I would not accept his apology. I ain't even gonna lie. I keep it 1,000. I wouldn't accept his apology. I mean, you're a grown ass man. You know what you're doing. Like, no.
I absolutely agree. I mean, I know I seen some people saying fire the coach, but I mean in reality it ain't the coach's fault. It's not
It's
the
not the
father's
coach's
fault.
fault. But why
It's
is his iPad open with people's phone numbers just where your son is able to access that. Like, why do your iPad not have a lock on it? Like,
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
a good even greater question. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't I'm not for calling for the coach actual job,
Mm,
but
no,
I mean, if
I
they
feel like
doing
that's
the
a bit much.
investigating, I think they need to look a little bit closer to the coach, probably, possibly a little
I
bit,
agree.
because it possibly be a situation where he may be involved with it too. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
you never
Because
know.
why would the iPad just not be locked? And is this iPad, is this a personal iPad, or is this a Falcons iPad? Because
Facts.
if it's a Falcons iPad and it's from the company, from the NFL, then that iPad should never be able to be accessed to anyone, or you should not have no security code on it. So I call bullshit on it. If I was Shedeur, I wouldn't have said, because I wouldn't even answer his damn phone call. Shedeur bigger and better than me, because I wouldn't even answer the phone.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm with you on it. I'd definitely be pissed because you got to understand the moment of getting drafted. You know,
Yeah.
every kid growing up, we play football in the backyard, tossing the ball to each other and everything, and dreaming of, getting drafted by the NFL, walking on that stage and salvaging that moment with your family and your friends and everything, and getting that call from the NFL,
Yeah.
or any any team. That's a moment that you can't take back right there. And for someone to prank call. Shedeur Sanders doing something like that, it's just egregious and it's totally crazy. And it's like
It's no
it's no real
to
punishment for it
apologize.
because
To
he
apologize.
don't work for the Falcons or anything. It's
Exactly.
no
So
punishment to be
what
done.
could
So it's
happen?
like nothing can happen. It's
And
like
he's
it just
21.
gets
He's
swept under the rug.
21. So the coach can't. The coordinator can't punish his ass.
Hmm.
Unless he black. If he black, then black parents will punish their 21-year-old. We still get punished as
Yeah.
adults by our parents, for real, for
For real.
real.
For real.
But
I just hate it for Shador because he don't deserve a lot of the flack that's going on with him and everything. And then it's just a clear prime example of that all of this was because his father is Coach
Chaplain.
Prime.
Ty said, "Salute to my favorite YT couple."
Hey, sis, salute to you, Jag
Hey.
Queen Boxing. Everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to Jag Queen Boxing for sure, man, for sure. That's family over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I think you can't give a punishment to the guy for doing this because he don't
He
have
don't
no
have no
working time.
service. Right.
So it's just a messed up situation, and all of the stuff that's been happening with Shador Sanders has really been uncalled for. I mean, yesterday we talking about the draft, and then the Cleveland Browns, they drafted in day two of the draft. They drafted Dylan Gabriel, and then they come back on day three and they draft Shador Sanders, and it's just like it's a pure clear agenda that they was definitely, playing games with the Sanders and stuff because, it's Coach Prime, and, they didn't like Coach Prime when he came out and said, announced, I would like, Shador to play for this team or that team, which is I argued with the guys yesterday on our show yesterday and told them like, bro, every player
I
entering the
think every
draft,
player
they
wants a
have
certain
a
team.
destination
Yeah.
of team that they want to go and play for.
But I
You know
think
what I'm
that
saying?
they'll go to any team that they really get picked for. They
Yeah,
really
I
don't
mean,
care.
I
Like,
mean, at
I
the end of
do
the day, as
get it
long as
that
you
if you
get
have a
picked up.
favorite team, like I think every child, every young boy, they grow up that plays, football. They
Mhm.
grow up with a dream of being drafted, A, and B, going to where they want to go. Like, if they have a favorite team, they want to get picked up by that favorite team. Now, what
Absolutely.
I will say, because I have did my research extensively on this, guys. I like to think I am an NFL analyst at this point. So, what I will say is, Shador, he kind of made it a little hard for certain for him himself. I will be honest and say that he did make it hard for himself with getting picked up, and why I feel like he was not picked up first, because I do feel like if we're going off of his talent and not his persona of who he is, if we're going off of talent wise, then he should have been picked up the first day. the
Right.
in the first day. But the way the media is, the media knows how to twist things into what they want it to be. So the
Absolutely.
narrative that they want it to be, they're going to sell that narrative with Shedeur. Like a lot of people don't even like watch their YouTube channels, watch their little shows and things like that to even know like what type of player, what type of family they are. Like this family is a Christian based family. They
Mm-hmm.
believe in God. You know, like all of us is a little cocky and arrogant when we put that shit on, when we got our jewelry, our makeup on, when we got as niggas, when y'all got y'all jewelry on, a fresh haircut, all of us is cocky. All
Absolutely.
of us is cocky. But I think that what happened is the media spinned it. They turned it into what they wanted it to be to sell a picture of what he is. But people who actually watch their YouTube channels actually know who they are and what they about, then they see a different side. So when I did that and actually been paying attention to the channel and looking at that, all I can see is how could you not want him to win? How
Right.
could you not want him to win? Like, how could you not want this family to win? Because of who his daddy is. Now, what I will say is there is a fine line between being confident and being just cocky and arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
His daddy has always been very confident in who he is and in his sports. And when you are a multi-talented player like his father was, you better pop your shit. You better be confident. You better be arrogant in that. You better be. And then he know, his daddy know that he made some boss ass kids too. Why would you want your kids to be timid or to not pop their shit too? They have every right to pop their shit. They have
Absolutely.
every right to pop their shit. But just because a person popping their shit and being confident in who they are, being confident in their ability, like he said in one of his press conferences when he said, you know, watch my tapes. Like, look at what I do. He's telling y'all I'm popping my shit. I know what I do. I know what I, because let me tell you, when I go to job interviews or whatever, you think I'm gonna let them tell me what I'm worth? And I'm just gonna sit down and be docile and accept it? Absolutely not. I'm gonna pop my shit. I just had an interview last week and they tried to offer me something that I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare take. I wouldn't dare take. But that's part of popping your shit, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, it's
saying
just
that.
more so. I mean, with Shedeur, like they family, like you said, they're a Christian-based family, a great family, and all Shedeur wants to do is just play ball. That's all he wants. He don't care about the money. They
That's all
got
he
money and
wants.
everything
Yeah.
already, so it was never about money. You know what I mean?
But then
It's never about that.
also, I think
BJ was
that
good, brother.
everybody made it very much so about Shador that people forgot about Shiloh. And
Yep.
that is so what was so like just I'm trying not to cuss y'all because I'm trying to get my life together with the Lord. But cussing just sounds so good when you're trying to make a point. But Shiloh is also Dion's son, who also plays ball. But everything was about Shador. Nobody mentioned Shiloh. Nobody really cared about Shiloh. Like, if I was Shiloh, I'd be off in the cut, punching the air somewhere. Like, goddamn, I'm his son too. Like,
Shiloh know he know his place and stuff, and then Shiloh he got
hi Ryan, hi
he
Bestie.
got Shiloh got signed. He got UDA undrafted free agent and basically signed with Tampa Bay,
No,
so he
okay, no,
can try to
explain.
earn
I
a
remember.
roster
Okay, so I remember
a
that.
roster spot.
Is that is that is that actually good, or is that
I
just
mean, it's
saying
good.
basically
Yeah,
like
I mean, a lot of
if
players.
we need
We
you?
got guys in Cincinnati like Corey Connor from Roger Bacon that just had got signed. He just signed with the San Francisco 49ers, basically putting himself in position to try to earn a roster spot in the preseason and everything. So
Right.
shout out to Shedeur Sanders and the Sanders family, man, and everything. Great family. Wish the best for them on their NFL journey.
Yes.
And we're gonna get to the next topic that we have. All right. So